Hey, it's Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freaker, aka Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. As always, you guys know the rest of the introduction to this channel. So always follow my social media links such as Twitter X, aka, and then of course Instagram, BShoot, writing on all the good stuff, and Reddit too. Links to search about down below, cartoon on the side, all the good stuff. Like, share, comment, and if you really care about my stuff, you really want to keep following me, hit the bell notification. As always, truly give a crap about my content on this channel. Subscribe, my fellow awesome people, viewers, fans, random future viewers and watchers and humans alike. Anyways, I know it's like a couple days old. It might be a little bit more recent, so I think it's like the 18th or 19th today. It's very, very late in the morning. I know I should be asleep because I got work later in like about 6-7 hours. So there's that. So yeah, it's the 19th, so about 5 days old, but whatever. It was either going to be this or another reaction like this other one. It was like a little bit of a new thing. I don't know what it was, but I'm not sure it was like an indie cartoon or I think it was like another movie trailer reaction. I know it's been past 3.5-4 months. I've been talking a lot about movie reviews and shit like that. Oh, there was another new thing. I'm not sure if it was real or fake, but I think it was like the final trailer before it comes out. The John Wick movie thing, Ballerina. So there's that. I kind of want to like skip past that. I'm not saying because it's not going to be good or bad movie. I just hope it ends up living up to the hype and it doesn't end up being woke or girl boss or any of that shit. Anyways, without further ado, viewer discretion advised. Going to be a lot of blood and guts in this shit probably. Because it does the iconic Mortal Kombat. And that was actually the thing a couple months ago. I already watched it, but in the case you guys didn't watch it, this is not going to be a real actual reaction after I'm done with this one. It sucks, because it looked funny as hell. It is Mortal Kombat related. I did hear a couple months from now, like, I don't know if it's going to be August or September like this year, or it's going to be October, middle or later this year at the end. There's a sequel that's coming out for Mortal Kombat Part 2 live action. And I don't know if people like the first one. The first one that was a live action in 2021. You know, granted, the original one actually came out when I was 6 years old in the mid-late 90s. The 1995 version, of course. I didn't get to watch that one because it was too graphic and violent, but compared to the one that came out, that was the remake remastered, modernized version. I don't think they had a lot of stupid like political woke points and shit in there or anything politicized or religious-y stuff in that one. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, they still had the African American dude, the guy that plays Jack Briggs. He got to live all the way to the end, so they didn't make him the typical stereotype like black guy stereotype or the guys over the Asians. They didn't make them a generic Asian stereotype, or I don't know if there's any Hispanic Latinos that were in there, and that might have been, I don't know. Or like when Johnny Cage, I guess he's gonna be in part 2. Whoever ends up playing Johnny. Oh no, wait, I think this is the dude Carl Urban's supposed to play Johnny Cage. And then like the chick that played Sonya Blade, she didn't feel woke as shit at all. I mean, she was kind of like more brutal, more gutsier, more violent, crazy version of what Scarlett Johansson's character Black Widow was in the Marvel Avengers movie, which is crazy to believe, but way more insane. And then who else? Who else was in there that was like not a super generic stereotype? There was another dude, I forgot his name, but he kind of looked like an evil version of Batman, but he had like this gas mask on. Oh, and this dude, I guess they didn't do a generic stereotype of people from not British, but the Australian or New Zealander fools, the one that was Kano. I remember like he wasn't, I don't think he was generically stereotyped that badly. I don't know if any of you guys are, any of my fans or subscribers or just random fools that live in the down under of Australia or New Zealand. Like, I don't know if he was offensive for you guys or not, or you thought it was funny. If you did watch that dude Kano, the one that was the Australian guy. I don't know. I thought he was fucking badass as heck though, man. He had the 2 laser vision beams and all that. Anyways, without yapping and BSing around, let's get into it. Jump in. Let's go.
It pleases me to again face combat.
I know it's going to be new stuff in here or old stuff, but it's all the same characters you saw, but maybe we'll have something a little bit extra different. I don't know. Because I didn't really get to see that one that had that dude from the Screen character. I forgot his name. It wasn't Pennywise, but the dude that always has a little tongue sticking out. The one from I Know You Did Last summer from the 90s or 2000 and the Scream number 4 or 5. or the original Scream, but like then they did like a remake or master that had that younger Gen Z chick in there, Jenny Ortega. So I don't know if he's gonna be back in there. I mean, might show his full thing. And I never got to see the other one too. That was like the T-Hawk, not T-Hawk, the Conan the Barbarian one. Actually, no, I think I did see it. I just don't think I did a reaction to it. So the other four I know I did reactions to. But yeah, let's keep going.
The possibilities are endless.
Perhaps now you wish to entertain my offer.
Allow me to salute your tailor. That is a hell of a fine suit.
Time for them to finish the job.
Okay, who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang. It is I who crafted their destinies, along with those of all other beings, at the dawn of history.
End this, brother. Embrace the future.
You cannot imagine the chaos. All right, gentlemen. If you're finished, there's only one thing left to do.
Finish him.
Jeez, I don't remember seeing it. Thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and all that, takes and vibes. My viewpoint on this. I don't even remember seeing that other one, that Beast race version of Beast Fatality. I forget what they called it. They called it Special Fatality because that was like a new thing. I think it was November, December late last year, or early January, February this year that they added. That's DLC, more extra DLC content. Now the Warner Bros. Game or Ed Boon NetherRealm Studios decided to add even more extra shit there. I guess Animal Fatality or Animaltality. I forget how you say it. Those are funny as heck, man. Craziest animations ever. I don't remember seeing the Dinosaur T-Rex one though. That one was a new one for me, even though the game's been out for what, since 2020, 2021, 2022. The thing is, I don't think it ever came to the Switch, so unfortunately I wasn't able to play it though. So watch till that was out. Probably never come to the Switch unless I get a PS5 Pro, and I don't really want to spend $940+ on that whole set altogether because it's kind of like a little pricey for me at the moment. Unless they lower it down to $600-700, but I ain't spending that much. That's crazy. And I don't want to get a cheap Microsoft Xbox Series X thing either, so I'm totally fucking fine with not getting that. I'll probably just watch a bunch of gameplay walkthroughs on shit, or whatever they call it nowadays, game it in, game it out. Because I'm not watching on Twitch streams, I'm not either. I'm just saying. And then the last things I'll say is this. Dude, I don't remember, like, I don't remember that other character that was in there, man, besides the something face. I think his name was Screamer Face. I forgot the dude's name. Only thing I remember was from that movie from back in the day from I Know What You Did Last Summer. And the other one is Scream 1, 2, and 3, and then, like, part 4. The one that had that chick Drew Barrymore, I think, back in the day was in there. And Courtney, I don't know Courtney Love, but Courtney. I don't know if her name was Courtney Cox or Courtney something else. Like the one that was in the Friends show back in the day with Jennifer Aniston. I don't know. And then they, like I said earlier in the video, they did that remake, remaster, modernized version for Gen Zers. Like for the one that was in that Wednesday show for Netflix, Jenna Ortega was in that one. I didn't watch that one because not because I was scared or a pussy or a coward about watching. I'm real crazy about those type of movies. It's kind of cringe. Even the first one was kind of cringe. I was like 10, 11 years old when I saw that one way back in the mid-late 90s. So this is a way OG version of that. I mean, and then again, like Hollywood, like I see them running out of ideas bad, man. Like it's a shame what's going on. I just saw like another one. I was gonna kind of react to, but I decided not to because it was probably gonna be super woke, trash, garbage, anyways. It was the one, and it's like, oh, I don't want to sound like I'm racist because it's mainly black people that are in there. There's a couple whites and Hispanic, Latinos, and Asians in it too. The one that was supposed to be like the black girl version of Iron Man called Ironheart. I watched that one my own time, dude. I'm so fucking glad I didn't do a reaction review video. Like, I probably would have got copyright claimed anyways. And then I heard like, I don't know, man. It just sounds really gawky and campy, bro. I mean, like the special effects still look good and still look badass. And then that same dude that was in The Heights, that movie that was, I forget that Puerto Rican dude's name, but he was in that Transformers, the last one that they did, like Rise of the Beast. I think that's what it was called, Rise of the Beast. Or something else. Rise of the Kingdom Beast or something like that. The one that they had like the Beastmasters did like a freaking collab with the other movie, the Transformers, and then like dude ends up being a G.I. Joe agent. He's been in a couple of movies so far. He was in like the remake or master of Twisters last year. I know it was in that movie, and that movie with Liam Neeson and the other dude. I forgot his name. I think his name was Jack Courtney or something like that. I know he's in a bunch of action film movies too. So, I mean, the dude's alright, but he kind of sounds like that dude, the other Puerto Rican actor guy, Lin-Manuel Miranda, but it's a different dude. I remember I leave the link to his wiki down below. But I noticed he's just always in a lot of movies that are woke, but then again, like, that's not me trying to shit on my Puerto Rican culture, my Puerto Rican sons. I love the crap out of my fucking Boricua fools. The guys are awesome as well. And then again, I still gotta remember I got that Mexican side, too. So I gotta remember I have both sides, and then that 6-8% of that one I don't know too much well about, which is kind of like not Portuguese, but Spaniard. I don't know that much about that side of my race. I wish I did, but I don't have that much of it to know. But anyways, yeah. And the last two things, like I said before, I'll say it again. I'll say is this: I didn't know. I forgot they had like a whole little overworld thing you could do too. Who's that dude, Floyd? I never heard of him before, unless he was in like the. I don't know if they ever made comic books. I think they might have made comics because I know for Street Fighter and Tekken and the other one like Killer Instinct, I know they made comic books for those or mangas for those. So I don't know if they ever had like a manga edition for Mortal Kombat as well. They had to. For some as big of a ginormous ass franchise as how many years that's been around since I was a literal baby in diapers since I was like what 1, 2, 3 years old. I think it was like 1990, 1991 when it came out. All the way up to now. That thing has that show, that movie, that video game, mainly video game like series. That's the one that is the whole reason that the ESRB rating even exists in the first place, because it was the first one to show a lot of gore, a lot of blood, a lot of very extremely disturbing, really fucked up, crazy graphic shit. And this was back in the NES, SNES, and Famicom, and Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn era, and even the Chameleon era. And freaking before the PS1 was a thing. That's how old the Mortal Kombat series still is. How long that legacy has lasted is crazy, man. But yeah, I wonder who he was. Unless he might have been a character that was only in the manga series. I don't know. And there's all different colors of the rainbow he has with that dude too, so that's pretty crazy. Oh man. I really wish I would have showed the other one like more again. Because, like, I never got to react to that one, the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger played in the late 70s, early 80s, when he played, like, Conan the Barbarian, dude. I did get to watch it. I wish we did a reaction one, though, because that shit was cool as hell. I kind of regret that one. Because I know the last one I reacted to was the final one I think they did, was from a while ago. It was like February or March, when they had, like, the T-1000 character. I remember it was the last one they did about it. Or the one, it might have been something else after that. And yeah, let's just show you that random TikTok video I was talking about the guy. I seen him before, but I'll show you guys anyway, so I'll see you in a quick second real fast. Alright, so I'm sorry I had to like do it in portrait mode now, which sucks because I hate doing my videos in portrait mode, but unfortunately it's the only way I'll be able to do it. Because I don't have the freaking app thing for TikTok anyways. I couldn't find it on YouTube or Twitch or fucking Instagram nowhere. For some reason, TikTok was the only fucking one that had this video. But I already saw it before, but this dude's name seems... I don't know if that's what his name is, Alfonso Enriquez. But the dude does so good explaining how the old 1995 version of Mortal Kombat was made on that original beach, and it still exists too. I thought I saw it from like unusual videos or the Daily Dose of Internet, but I couldn't find it nowhere there. So if you guys didn't watch it, you're in for the treat. This dude, he made me laugh pretty hard the first time I saw it. So let's go real quick. Hope it sound audio actually works. Please work.
This part is where they film Mortal Kombat 1995, where Liu Kang versus Kitana in this beach. It creates a feeling very nostalgic. If you want to see the scene, watch Mortal Kombat 1995. Test your might. Finish him.
I was telling you guys, man, this guy is a fucking genius, bro. His shit made me laugh hard as balls. I almost literally pissed myself the first time I saw this. It was like, I don't know, it was December or January. Now, this guy, if he doesn't have a YouTube channel, he needs to make a YouTube account, man. He would even give that other dude that's an Asian dude. I didn't know they filmed it in Thailand or Taiwan. I didn't know that shit, bro. Wow. It's pretty wild. I thought they filmed it somewhere. It was like in China or like the other Southeast Asian countries like Singapore or Indonesia or Laos or Vietnam or maybe Malaysia or somewhere. I didn't know they did it in Thailand. That's wild, man. And that place is still there to this day. It's wild, man. And it always kind of reminds me of those other places like how Vietnam and the other place, Cambodia, could have been. The nicer places instead of the scarier places are, fortunately, a lot of poverty that exists out there, sadly. And I pray hope to God one day those people get out of poverty one day. Who knows? It kind of reminds me of that. Kind of what like that and like South Korea and the Philippines kind of look like a little bit in certain spots. Like, if there's ever a day I ever get to visit, not just for Japan or Australia, New Zealand, but like, I wouldn't mind seeing that spot in the Philippines, too. Of course, I'm not going to end up like that stupid, dumbass idiot fucking retard. Dumb shit. Like that guy that was the pranker dude, Vitali TV, the one that was like that pranker dude. I didn't talk that much about it, but I heard that the dude, he might be spending about 16 to 25 years in prison. I'm not sure if it's going to be American prison or the one where he came from originally. Like, I forgot where he's from. The only thing I know is that the motherfucker was like, I forget he's from like, I don't know, Austria, Germany, Russia, because he's got a really thick ass European accent. But I don't know, he's like, just say he's like the white European version of that dude, Johnny Somalian. Speaking of which, I actually heard some update shit like a day or two ago that the guy, he might get past 31 years in prison. He might get like a full life sentence at this point. And you know what? Mwah. Beautiful goddamn fucking music to my fucking ears. I'm glad that fool will get life in prison, especially in a real scary ass, like, not scary because I don't want to offend the people in Japan or Korea or China or any of that, but like in a freaking foreign ass country compared to America, like he's probably gonna wish he was in prison in America compared to all those other places around the world where those prisons look like freaking torture chambers from what I've heard. I mean, I've seen a little bit of documents of how a lot of European and a lot of, especially the Middle Eastern Arab places and South American prisons are. Jesus. I wouldn't even want to wish that on the worst enemy I had. Like, it looks like fucking almost a hell on earth in there. I don't know how they survive every day in those places. It's got to be the most tumultuous, desecrating fucking hellish places in the world to be at, man. Compared to like at the United States, the prisons, and not saying it's a pretty paradise places in American prisons either, because it's still shitholes there, but at least they still give you food to eat, and they let you go out of court like once in a while to like play, I don't know, basketball, football, shit, or whatever. Whatever you do in prison, I don't know. I mean, or the ones in Canada, I don't know. They're probably not that bad over there either. I don't know. To all the Canadian fools, let me know how that is if you've actually been and seen prison yourself. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Sorry for now. I'm out of here, and that's it. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, and boys and girls, as always. Tacos, dinky, commodities, house, and I'll see you when I see you. Have a good night, wherever in the world or universe out there. Don't lose more at the same time. Don't stay reckless. Keep it calm, cool, chill, collective out there. Stay more of your conscience channel. Go to video game industry news. Once in a while, anime manga news, virtual YouTuber drama news, stuff like Sports Kita, Dexterito, That Park Place. Bunch of other stuff out there. And of course, as always, if not video game industry news, I'll talk maybe once in a while IRL news or rarely celebrity gossip news. We'll see. And of course, as always, video game freaking trailers such as this one, reactions to that, reactions to indie cartoons, and of course, reactions to movie trailers as well. And as always, stay tuned for a few other future content I post on the channel, and rarely reaction, response, and drama videos as well. All right. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Lazy my on the plus side. Don't take any of the big pharma, the jab, or any of that stuff, or don't take any of the freaking nanomounts, hydrogel shit that scary big pharma government wants to give you, the potions and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. I'm on them out. Lazy my, see you guys on the flip side. Take it easy. I'm on them out. Oh, and I'll leave these links to these two VTuber chicks I found last week. Very, very pretty chicks. And the third one I heard about last year, but she got a new VTuber model. And then the fourth one I haven't heard of. It looks a lot more better and very easy on the eyes. Sexy, beautiful, man. Talk to you guys soon. I'm out. Have a good one. Later. Take care, everyone. Bye. Take it easy.